Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music. Now, I've often said that the Great American Songbook classics, standards from the, let's say, late 30s through 60s, are an excellent resource, a sort of a school for learning harmony. And some of my favorite songs are from pretty early in that period. Take today's example, for instance, My Romance. It's an old song from 1935, music by Richard Rodgers. And it's a diatonic melody, notes only from, in this case, the C scale, but the harmony touches on three or four, depending on how you sort of interpret it, different key levels, dominant chords and shifting harmonies that create different energies with these 7 different pitches. So let's take a look at My Romance today. Do you know this song? I'm going to play it for you. We're in the key of C, and it begins solidly enough right on a C chord and sort of climbs up, right? The C gives way to a 2, 5, 1. Really straightforward. We're, just led right down the garden path. Now, we talked about how augmented chords, the E augmented coming here, E7 sharp 5, can act like pivot chords. And so the G melody note gives way to E7 sharp 5. And I can just take this, if I wanted to, this C down to the B, or I could, to make a regular E, or I could leave it there and create this push to A minor. And that's how the harmony works in this case. It's a beautiful sound. C major 7, push up to A. Oh, it's so pretty. And now that I'm at A minor, that same E7 sharp 5 works by stretching downwards. And now I have a lament bass. Beautiful lament bass. A7 sharp 5. So already we've had 2 key levels. We've had C, 2, 5, back to C, and now this augmented chord pushing us to the new key level, A minor, heading down. And then sort of apologizing, D minor 7, G takes us back to C. Look, the melody was just a little arc. And then the same thing starting from the C. Really the same arc moved down a minor third, just in the same way that C is a minor third above A. The first melody is a minor third above the second melody. Let's go on to the next section. No month of May. And these beautiful wide leaps, really surprising and difficult to sing, but also really energetic. No month. Now, right here, the C7 that gets us into that is the 5 of F, and the next chord being F and its partner B flat 9 sort of tells us, you know, we're sort of in F now. I love this effect. We're in F for sure. Now, we have another 2-5 coming up at the beginning of the 4th line. Same note, C, no month, O. So this chord, F sharp, minor, 7, flat 5, is a 2 chord. B7 is a 5 chord. E minor 7 is sort of the one that we're pushing towards. And it's a beautiful sound. We're at another key level now. We've been at C, we went to E. Sorry, we've been at C, we went to A, we went to F, and now we're sinking down to E minor. It's just so lovely, and it's all about how the 2 5s push us there. E minor 7, B flat 13, and now a 2-5. Really a circle of fifths around the harmonic highway. A minor 7, D7, D minor 7, G7. Let's go on to the B section. Again, we're in C. The passing chord, E flat diminished, takes me to D minor 7, which is 2, 5, 1, to C. Augmented chord as a transition to A minor. And then there's that augmented chord again. Another A augmented. Boy, it's a lot of transition chords. So far, it's following the same harmonic scheme as the A section, but now the melody pushes us up. The melody's going up, the bass is going down. Those are the highest notes in the song. It's up there, it's hard to sing, and we're at the A minor. I love this moment. The A, the minor third of A minor, becomes the major third of A flat 7. C over G. Let's just go through the whole thing one last time. They really know how to write songs in the old days. It's a diatonic melody. All of the notes in this chart, if you look at it, come only from the key of C. And yet, a note could be the root of C. It could be the minor third of A minor. It could be the major third of A flat 7. So striking and beautiful. It could be a really strong leading tone. For instance, as the flat 5 in F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then the flat 9 in B7 leading us down to the E minor. That happens again and again in this chart. And so we get these different key levels, and they create a real emotional contour to the song. My Romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. It doesn't have to have a blue lagoon. He's making fun of old-fashioned song lyrics. My Romance doesn't need a thing but you. Well, a classic American songbook song, and full of beautiful harmonic ideas to support simple melodies. I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe and ding the bell to be notified when I do my videos. I'll see you next time.